What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the It's Trending Podcast, episode number 75. This
75
week,
episodes, bro.
yeah, I know it's some crazy shit. So, I mean, at the same point, this week's been interesting. I would say that
We have so much to talk about uh, regarding this week alone, man.
pretty
Regarding this week.
much. I mean, kicking it off right now. I mean, obviously, for those who've not watched SmackDown this past Friday night, Tama Tonga finally makes his WWE debut after a lot of rumors saying, "Oh, is he going to come here?" or all that type of.
And the thing is, I was reluctant at first when he was coming here because I remember his run as Camacho in his first run with the company.
Good lord!
Or no, I think that was Tongaloa. I'm not sure if it was Tama Tonga. I think it was
No,
Tongaloa.
that was him. That was Tama
That was
Tonga.
that was Tama Tonga. I thought it was Tongaloa. That was
So
Camacho.
I think Tonga Loa might have been Hunako.
Oh, he was Hunico, I think. Well, no, Hunico was somebody else. No, it was Tongaloa. It wasn't Tama Tonga. It was Tongaloa. I got the guy wrong. But the thing, but there was a lot of rumors and a lot of, talking about this. Like Rob was just saying. Sorry, I had to cut you off there because I got the whole gimmick wrong. He was never in WWE, I don't think.
No, I think. Yeah, but then you were talking about Tonga Loa.
I was talking about Tongaloa. I'm like, wait, that wasn't him. But anyway, like, there was a lot of like rumors and like talking, like, oh, is he gonna sign? Is he not gonna sign? Did he put pen to paper yet? What's happening with that? And then I kind of brushed it off as like it's probably some dumb rumor. He probably resigned to New Japan.
Because this has been going on for well over about a year and a half.
A good year and a half, yeah. And I'm thinking, he's going back to New Japan, and it's been a year of like silence. So I'm like, yeah, he's probably gone back to New Japan or went to Impact or whatever, or he signed somewhere else. He's not signed to WWE. But then last night happens. Tama Tonga's in WWE. And the thing is, it's not just he's in WWE, but now the Bloodline story has gotten even more interesting. Like, just when you think that it's getting boring, that it's getting stale, that it needs to just die off already, they do something to make it interesting again. Now they're doing this like,
and
now they're doing this like hold on, then they're doing this like Bloodline Civil War thing.
And for those who are Marvel fans, so yeah, we're getting a lot of different type of Marvel references.
We got Avengers, fucking Infinity War, and Endgame, and now we're getting fucking Civil War. You know what's funny too? You know who one of the writers is for fucking WWE now? A former writer of Marvel shit.
Now I can see why.
Like, no wonder storylines look like damn near cinema. Jesus.
And a lot of people too say, "Oh, this isn't the first time we've seen of someone like, that Tama Tonga's of Descent. Remember, we've seen this once before. We saw with Rikishi and a Haku back in.
Yeah, I never picked up that piece until somebody posted like a side by side, like, oh, Rikishi and Haku work together as heels. Now you got Rikishi's son and then Haku's son working together as heels.
Yeah,
like, I've never picked up that piece. I never put two and two together with that.
So yeah, and it's going to be interesting too, and the fact that now we're seeing Solo, which knowing Roman's face turn, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a very aggressive baby.
Somebody brought this. Yeah, we're going to see an aggressive baby face for sure. But somebody brought this up, Rob. My question to you is, who's behind it all? Is it Solo working by himself, or is it the final boss, The Rock, doing this from the background?
For some reason, my guts tell me The Rock, and I think
I'm thinking the same thing. I think it's the final boss, man. I think it is. He's wanting to work his own bloodline, and I think now we're now gonna push back Rock and Roman to 40, and we're gonna push back the Cody Rock thing till SummerSlam.
Me
For
41.
sure. No. Oh, yeah, 41. Why am I saying 40?
Yeah, 40 was
40
just
just happened. 40 is still fresh in my mind. I'm sorry, but 41 is still. They're gonna push back Rock and Roman for 41, and then they're gonna have Cody Rock happen at SummerSlam.
I mean, which makes sense. I mean,
Because that'll
well,
be
then
like
again, we
that.
don't know.
Because SummerSlam doesn't happen until what now? Like late August.
I think late August.
I think
Hey,
by the time Rock is done filming his movie that he's filming for A24, it's gonna be he's gonna be back and he's gonna be feuding with Cody for the title.
oh, 100%. And at the same time, too, we don't know what kind of matches we're gonna get at SummerSlam. So we got a bit of ways to go. So that could be up in the air at the moment. But
Yeah, but
it's
right now I'm thinking this whole solo thing with him going into business for himself with Tama Tonga at the helm and
yeah.
Heyman not knowing what the fuck happened with this whole thing last night. It's the final boss. Or it
And
could be a smokescreen. Heyman is acting like I'm choking on fucking air. What the fuck? But Heyman is either it's Heyman playing with us and he's acting like he doesn't know and it's Roman the entire time, or it's he's gonna turn face, go with Roman, we reform the Usos, and we have this tribal warfare between The Rock, uh Tama Tonga and Solo
Solo
versus the
Sikoa
Usos and
and
Roman.
Roman.
At a later date. It could be a 3-person tag or a 6-man tag at Mania. I don't know.
Or if you want to do it this way, I know this may not make a lot of sense, but throw them in a War Games match. Let them beat the hell out of each other.
A 3-versus-3 war games? I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Unless you
Unless
get Cody to somehow join them
because look,
and have Jacob Fatu in this as the heel.
which and I was gonna
Which
bring
could
up
happen.
Fatu. Jacob
It could
Fatu
happen.
could be that X factor that a lot of
He
people.
could be. Yes. And if you do 4-on-4 and have Cody shock the world by joining the like aligning himself with the bloodline as
Which
faces, him
would
shocking the world, do that. Have a 4-on-4 war games match.
let them beat the hell out of each other.
Let them beat the shit out of each other in that cage. Let
Because
them
and I
beat the
know
piss out of
Roman.
each other.
Look, Roman is definitely a good dude outside the room. We all know that. But
Yeah.
from a character perspective, boy, I know he's going to have a. You don't
He's
piss
going
the
to be
trap.
incensed. He's going to be enraged. But
Oh,
this time, he's not going to be the enraged heel. He's going to be the enraged face.
baby face.
Like, he's going to be the enraged good guy.
Now,
Like, he's
a
pissed.
lot of people, and you're probably wondering, and for those who have not really watched New Japan, but if you do know who Tama Tonga is, I think his championship accomplishments kind of speak for themselves. But for those who don't,
champions.
I mean,
tag team champions, multiple time tag team champions in New Japan.
You'd be surprised.
Like, God was one of the best factions or one of the best tag teams, Guerrillas of Destiny. But you know what's also crazy, guys? We brought this up last night on the SmackDown Watch Party. We've got all but one member of Bullet Club in WWE now, or all but 2 members, of Bullet Club in WWE. And I'm not talking about like the current Bullet Club.
We're talking about the OG.
We're talking about the OG. Like Prince
That's
Devitt.
the OG was more entertaining than the current iteration now.
Yep. But we have Prince Devitt, who's now Finn Balor. We have Carl Anderson. We have Doc Gallows.
Hello.
We have Tom
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yes. We got.
If you think about it, you could make the argument for 3. Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega wasn't really OG though.
Well, yeah, but he was still part
of
Kenny
Omega was after AJ though, because he kicked out AJ. We're talking about before Kenny, when AJ was the leader. That's what I'm talking about, Rob.
Right.
Nothing about Kenny Omega is part of the newer Bullet Club in a sense. And then I can exclude the Young Bucks too because they weren't even in that shit either. I don't think.
No, they were.
They weren't in it, I don't think. I think they were after King 2. I'm not sure. But we have the majority of Bullet Club, the OG Bullet Club in WWE. How crazy is that, y'all?
Crazy as shit. Now, it's going to be interesting of what and I mean, obviously with WWE under, I mean, I guess you could say new management. I mean, we've seen some good progress. Now, yeah, there's some stinger matches that we've seen in the Watch Parties, which tend to happen. But
not everything on a good show is going to be perfect. When it comes to wrestling, you can't.
SmackDown was still good. Look, SmackDown was still enjoyable nonetheless for a 2-hour show. At the end of the day, but.
And also, I'm going to change my rating for WrestleMania to a 9, by the way. Looking back on it, Jimmy versus Jay was ass.
Yeah.
Jimmy versus Jay was ass. Because they were just spamming super kicks. Because Jimmy didn't know how to fucking work. So, Jay carried him by just spamming super kicks.
Then because, I mean, you think about it, Jimmy is more accustomed to being a tag guy. And while
Jay's breaking out on his own. Jimmy can't. That's the thing.
Because, another thing too, Jay also works a lot of singles matches to get that feeling.
I don't think, Jimmy didn't work a lot of.
No, Jimmy did not.
He didn't work any. So
and
yeah,
there's your problem.
I'm gonna change the WrestleMania rating to a 9.
But
it's still a solid show, one of the better WrestleManias. But yeah, Jimmy and Jay sucked.
Yeah, that was the only stinker. But then again, which is kind of crazy too, which hardly ever we'd say that on WrestleMania. But besides that,
hardly we even change a rating for a show that happened a week ago. Like, yeah,
But if you think about it too, and obviously, kind of name off some championships for those who are kind of familiar, but have been out of the loop with him. I mean, obviously, the dude's a 2-time CMLL with El Terrible, and the dude's traveled all over the world. I wish I was going to add
Mexico,
that too. But
Japan, in terms here in the States, like
especially in Japan, 7-time IWGP Tag Team Champion with Tangaloa.
Yep, God
was a never openly championship champion 4 times.
Yep.
A 4-time 6-man never open weight champion with Balak Fale, Yujiro Takahashi, and actually did another one with Balak Fale again, and 2 with Tangaloa, and also.
And if you don't know who Yujiro Takahashi is, he's basically the Japanese Godfather.
Pretty much.
That's all he is.
And he also did a bit of a tag team with Taji Ishimori, or when he first debuted as the Bone Soldier.
Oh, I love the Bone Soldier, man. He was awesome.
And nowadays the Bullet Clubs kind of went down the shitter.
Yeah, because they
kind of sucks.
And and one of their members had to retire because of an injury.
Yeah,
a legit injury, which that pained me, dude. Because I liked it. Like that member, he was pretty fucking solid.
Oh, 100%.
Pretty fucking solid. If you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I forgot his name, so I'm sorry. But yeah.
But like I said, we're not going to go over it, but we all know that most of his work was from Japan.
Yeah.
And yes, as crazy, and how some of those crazy people are, get up at 5 a.m. just to watch New Japan.
I'm not that crazy. I wait till Friday to watch a rerun from a show from like 2 months ago.
I've done that before, but never doing that again.
And I'm like out of the loop. I'm like, wait, this is from 2 months ago.
So Becky Lynch, and obviously this kind of goes back to her thing with WrestleMania too. Obviously there's always been a lot of talks, if Seth was going to take some time off, and looks like we're going to get that one from Seth. But Becky's going to join on that time off, just I guess try to take some time off to recuperate or whatever. Or what have you?
I think it's because if he's gonna have surgery, of course he's gonna be hospitalized. So who's gonna take care of their child? I can see
she's
why
probably got
Becky's
family.
I understand why Becky's taking time off. I understand it wholeheartedly because her dad is gonna be in the hospital. He isn't gonna be able to take care of his child while he's in the hospital. So Becky has to do it.
But it's kind of unknown at this point of how long she'll be gone, because Rollins,
I've
seen some,
probably as long as that's going to be out.
Because I've seen like one report said that Seth's going to take 4 weeks off.
Okay, so he's probably not having surgery. So it's probably just going to take time off for moral support.
I guess so.
Which
And you got to think too, and look what Seth, and you got to give, and look, I'll give Seth his flowers. A lot of people should give his flowers of the kind of workhorse that he is. But I mean, dude's dealt with a fucked up back.
Hell out of that man.
Came back from a torn ACL. Was that 2018? Where he pedigree? Oh, good lord, yeah, I remember pedigree Roman. And
honestly, that was his best run too. 2018, his best face run.
Even let's be real, that it was the same most of that same year. Finally, he got ditched the two-tone hair, which really bugged me.
The two-tone thing, I'm like, oh, that's not working for you, Seth. I don't like it.
But and Seth's not getting any younger too. And
no, he's in his upper 30s, so yeah.
But I mean, the fact that he can still go, I mean, despite the fact, no matter how fucked he can get,
like, bro, he was working with. I think he for me, I think he was working it. I think the knee is fine. Like, but for him to reportedly work with a fucked up knee that he did, if it was legitimate, he was still legitimately hurt. I think he did. He wasn't hurt. I think he was just working a knee. You know, I have a bad knee now because I got hurt months ago. You know how it works in wrestling.
Yeah.
But like, I think he was working it. But if he was in fact working with a bum knee, I respect the shit out of that man.
I mean, shoot. You know, I'm putting up with Cody. And well, let's be real. Cody's more a bit of a serious injury than me. The dude tore his pec off the fucking bone.
That was real. That was real.
I was like, oh lordy.
He postponed his fucking surgery so we can have the match with Seth in the cell. He takes.
I'm sorry, but that just
his whole fucking chest was black and blue.
Oh yeah, you cannot make that
I was like, oh damn.
And we got a bit of a glimpse, and we go back to that Hell in a Cell before the entrances. You could tell we didn't know how bad it was going to be until
he was walking a bit slower because it was like you could tell it was paining him.
But we just didn't know how much pain he was going to be in. Until he took the jacket off, and boy, he was fucking like literally from the bite from
like
jumped out exactly
from his shoulder to like. But here's the thing: it was from his shoulder to the middle of his fucking chest.
That's like
that was that big.
I was like, how? But then again, it's also adrenaline too, so he might not have.
It was all adrenaline. Like he knew, like the adrenaline would be pumping.
Well, once that shit wears off, oof, boy, that's a whole different feeling. I'll tell you that much.
You knew his adrenaline would be pumping. He knew it too. Like, dude, it's not gonna hurt while I'm in the match because my adrenaline's gonna be up to here. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I respect him for that, but he even had freaking Seth poke a damn candlestick into it.
Oh yeah.
One part of the match, I'm like, you're a crazy motherfucker. You allowed that?
But I mean, as we said, look, I think Seth at the end of the day, you know, really define what it is to be a workhorse because let's remember, we haven't really seen that type of.
Both Seth and Cody were workhorses, you know, and I respect both of them. You know,
haven't really seen that in God, was it years, give or take?
We haven't seen that in years. Well, when guys are hurt, you know, you're like, I'm taking time off. I'm having surgery. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm rehabilitating. Now, some injuries you can't work with, like the Big E injury. You can't work with it.
No,
or any like catastrophic like back injury, like something like Bobby Roode had,
or hell, even Randy Orton.
Randy Orton couldn't wrestle for a year and a half.
Like, because we thought he was, we seeing some good progress.
I thought he was as good as retired.
Because we've seen careers getting taken by back injuries.
Yeah,
but I mean, look, there's also another bright side for Bobby Roode. Now he's a producer now, so I mean,
he's a producer.
And plus, too, and Bobby Roode was not getting younger either.
He was going to retire soon anyway. He was up there.
Now, speaking of that, saying a current WWE star say he may never clear to be wrestle again. For those who are wondering, that is Big E.
That pains me, man, because he had such a bright future. He was still a young wrestler when he got hurt. And I don't want to go and blame Rich Holland on this, right? It was just a freak accident. It happens. I think what happened was when he tried to do the power bomb, he kind of over rotated a little bit, and that costed him.
So this is basically what Big E said. He said, "Hey y'all, two-year neck scans are in. Things are unchanged. My C1 has healed fibrously, but has not formed new bone. I am not medically cleared, and truthfully, I may never be cleared. But I'm blessed to be free of pain and immensely happy and
So he
otherwise healthy.
basically, so what basically happened, Rob, is he basically retired on the internet.
Pretty much,
He basically retired. Said, I
but
can't
not really
wrestle again.
officially saying,
Now I know down the line, if it does heal up, he could hypothetically unretire. Because we've seen people like Edge unretire. We've seen people like
Daniel
Saraya,
Bryan. I
who
mean,
was Page, unretire. But Daniel Bryan, that wasn't really. It was just because of concussions. I don't count him. It was because of concussions. He retired. But the two main ones that I think about when I think of catastrophic injuries, but they healed up to where they could wrestle again, is Saraya and Edge.
oh
I
yeah,
ain't calling him Adam Copeland, by the way.
and it's just it
And if you don't
sucks.
want to call, Saraya, it's Paige. It's Paige. I'm talking
But she's
about.
going by her government name.
She's going back by her government names, which Saraya sounds cool as a freaking wrestling name anyway.
But I mean, the fact that seeing Biggie already happy, clear, which I'm happy, but at the same time, it kind of stinks.
Yeah.
And
Like it stings, man. Like I saw that earlier, and I'm like, oh, when I saw that when I was scrolling, I'm like, oh, that hurts.
and
That
plus, I
hurts.
mean, yeah,
Like
and
I saw on Facebook. I was scrolling through Facebook a little bit ago, and I'm like, wait, Biggie actually said that, and I'm like, oh, that hurts, man.
yeah. So technically, if you think about it, it's his unofficial retirement.
It's unofficial. He unofficially retired, in a sense, but then again, it could be official too because like Batista retired on the internet. He didn't retire on TV. He retired on the internet.
Yeah.
Then I'm done. He goes, all right. We ride off into the sunset. No, good luck in this acting thing. You're done with wrestling. Okay, cool. Same thing. Same, but now you have Big E retiring. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's
Just because of one wrong move. This is why I don't think wrestling is faked. It's just scripted to me. Because
yeah.
wrong move and your career is fucking fucked.
I mean, we've seen that over the years. Whether no matter
Like,
what,
put it this way, these wrestlers are their own stuntmen.
pretty
Things can
much.
go wrong.
I mean, case in point, for those who grew up in the I really hate to bring up this infamous example. It was in 97 or 96 where Stone Cold took a botched pile driver and
97 Owen Hart. I think it was at the Royal Rumble.
I think it might have been the Rumble.
It was either the Rumble or SummerSlam. One of those two. 97. I think SummerSlam 97. SummerSlam 97. He took a botched pile driver. Owen forgot to shield the fall.
And when you look
Stone
at that,
Cold's cranium hit the freaking mat.
and his neck compresses, like, yep, that's a busted neck.
And it shortened his career. It shortened his career. He had only a few years left. He only lasted till 2003.
Yeah, and it's
and then he unretired for one more match like 2 years ago.
I mean, just probably for shits and giggles, pretty much.
It was for shits and giggles. His official retirement was 2003, but he did. But then again, his official. I'm still gonna count his official retirement was 2022.
Yeah,
he came back for one more match, but again, though, like he didn't have enough to where he can have like a run with the company. He was only coming back for one match because of the neck, And the thing is, I respect the guy for
especially what he's given us.
No, giving us what he had in such a short sample size. But like things can go wrong in wrestling, and even like Owen Hart went to and called him and said, "Dude, I'm sorry."
Yeah, that God, I'm sorry, but that for me, that's one of the darkest days in pro wrestling history.
Dude, I'm sorry. And Stone Cold's like, "Nah, no worries."
And that's why why a lot of people loved Odin, because he was not a dick.
He wasn't a dick. He was one of the nicest dudes.
And he was pretty much family first before anything else, which is nowadays is really kind of hard to. And
it's hard now to even talk about the guy, knowing that he was family first. But he called Stone Cold and he was like, "Dude, I am sorry."
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But sticking with WWE though, we're going to see some more production changes. So for those who've seen a lot of the watch parties that we do, or have watched some,
happy about this, y'all.
So the WWE are going to be cutting back on the augmented reality content that they've been doing, which is basically the giant
CGI shit. Go on.
Yeah, they're going saving it for pay-per-views only. And
fuck, we still have them. God damn it! Now I'm not happy anymore.
Well, it's just going to be.
I don't want it in anything. I don't want it in goddamn broadcast. I don't want it in pay-per-views. Cut it out entirely. Kidding me? This shit's so stupid.
But I mean,
sorry, I had to rant.
Oh, excuse me.
Damn, you good?
Yeah, sorry, I had it. But according to PW Insider, the plan, and this comes from Russell Inc., by the way, too, for those who are wondering, that the plan is much for the augmented reality content, it's in quotes, that use on Raw and SmackDown to be dialed back significantly, but we still use on occasion. So basically, it's going to be barely
used.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So it's going to be like very toned down.
Good, because they overused it, and it was hokey as hell. I didn't like it. It sucked. Let's be honest. No one liked it.
Because first of all, it was not even needed.
Like, I don't want to see fake statue Roman Reigns going hoo-wah before he comes out.
And let's put the thing doesn't even look like fucking Roman.
No, the thing looks stupid. The thing looks dumb. The CGI looks terrible. The movement looked jerky as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, it was terrible.
So,
put it this way, it looked like a floating, unfinished video game. Let's be honest. Looks like an unfinished video game character that floats.
I was going to sneak in a comment, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Sneak in a comment. I don't care.
I was going to say, it's going to be like unfinished, like AEW Fight Forever. I'm sorry. That was where my brain was going.
I mean, then again, the only thing that AEW Fight Forever lacks is modes. That's the only gripe that I have about that game. The gameplay is fine. The gameplay, whatever. It plays like No Mercy, and I'm okay with that. But there's a lack of modes. That's the only issue. And then, like, the paid DLC shit. Like, you want new modes? Pay the DLC. No. Put the fucking shit in the game.
But, obviously we all always talked about the departure and stuff, but there was another departure who's been on for almost 4 decades. Sue Aitchison, the longtime director of community relations, obviously, the recipient of the 2019 Warrior Award, has been departed the company after 38 years, starting in 1986. But PW Insider reports that she was let go yesterday. Over her tenure, she was lauded for her leadership of WWE's community outreach programs, directly credited for partnership with Make-A-Wish, with whom she has honored with Chris Gracious, with the Chris Gracious Award.
I feel like that was a bad move. That part. I know they're cleaning house, they're trying to start over, but she should stay, man. She's done a lot for the business and the community there with the Make-A-Wish stuff. She should have stayed, man.
But PW Insider also noted in this report that many former longtime employees were shocked at this. That's no surprise there. But felt it was a further sign of change from the company that there were a number of departures. Talent and staff from WWE, since Endeavor closed its acquisition of the brand last year, merged it with the USC to form TKO Group Holdings, and at the same time, which may have been put down to budget cuts and redundancies. However, Endeavor is also expected to remove those who may have prior knowledge or participation in Mr. Redacted's
they had
allegations.
participation, or they knew about the whole Vince shit. So yeah, they gotta go. All of them, they gotta go.
This is what it looks.
They gotta.
This is basically what's going to happen, and I'm actually kind of glad. Like I said, with the new ownership and like that, and Triple H at the helm, no matter who it is. Look, and I hate someone to lose their jobs, but anyone that's with Mr. Redacted,
but if anyone who knew about like his sexual
assault,
thing, you got to go. If you didn't say anything, you got to go.
Yeah,
because you're part of the problem.
And trust me, for those who kept up the last 4 or 5 episodes that we've done,
yeah, we've already beat this. We've already beat the shit out of this, man.
I mean, it was a lot of reporting, very uncomfortable.
A lot of reports coming out like that during that span of 4 weeks, and we just kept but now, TKO is taking hold of this situation.
It seems now it's finally dying down.
It's finally dying down. Anybody who is involved.
So interesting question before we go any further.
Whoa! I'm not finished. It was just because TKO is taking hold of the situation. They're finding anybody who has ties or knew about the situation. They're gone. Once they're gone, they can start over to get their own people on there. Have Triple H involved with everything, and the company's fine. The company is
probably. I think it's much better than ever than it used to be.
Way better shape. Look at how many sellouts they had, because they're in that good of a shape. 18.
Yeah.
18 sellouts in a row, consecutive.
And here's the thing, and this was what we said last night too during SmackDown. When we had that 9 months with Triple H, it's like, man, this company could be good. Could be much better under Triple H.
And then Vince weaseled his stupid ass way back, and shit went to shit again. And then TKO said, "What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here."
Well, that's Ari Emanuel pulling probably the biggest Uno reverse card I've ever seen. So
yeah, head of TKO was like, "Yeah, come back in, psych, get the fuck out of here."
And and boy, I mean, we're seeing, NXT's gotten better from a product, and not just, and shows have gotten better.
NXT's better, like, period, overall, dude.
And yeah, I'm actually really kind of glad we're finally seeing a bright, positive direction for this company, because good Lord, how many times we've been freaking begging to at least,
I don't know, since I came back fucking forever. Since I came back to watching it, but then even longer for people who stayed watching it before I came back to watch it. So I've been clamoring for this company to be better since 2016, pretty much.
Now, before we go into any other topic, so shout out to Jordan Kirby with this.
Yes,
I'm intrigued over the direction they're going to go with this in, because yes, and the reason why I think people kind of made a big fuss about it, because like, oh, he has no ties. When in reality, it's not by blood.
It's by association.
But also Tama Tonga's, family and Haku, they still have one way or another still, talking about, or not say talking about, but, still have really direct ties to the NOI family.
Now, the thing is, in a sense, they're basically family friends, in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they are. They're basically family friends. So Solo asked a family friend to come in and beat up Jimmy.
Which, as I said before,
why'd you have to do that to your own brother, bro? Yeah, like I said earlier in the show, this is probably fronted by the Final Boss Rock. It's probably fronted by them. Like, Solo is now influenced by The Rock,
and the fact he said it. Or now, as Tom Tonga said,
I think we're now going to say screw WrestleMania 41 being Cody and Rock, like people were claiming it's going to be. We don't know what's going to happen there, but
especially at this down this.
I think they'll push it back, Cody and Rock, to SummerSlam.
I think this is where they're. I think they're definitely built up to SummerSlam.
Or they might do this Bloodline Warfare thing at SummerSlam with Rock returning, and then have Cody.
You could do that too.
Cody and Rock go at WrestleMania 41 still.
And John, no, like we've been wanting this for fucking years.
We want it. Yeah, we clamored. Like, like when's the last time I watched good wrestling? Like 2008.
God, it's what?
Like years. Like it's
Yeah.
been years since I've watched good wrestling, and yeah, was SmackDown in 2016 decent? Yes, but there was like still this hookiness to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just felt weird. It's like it felt like too kid friendly to me. I'm like, it's not really appealing. The matches are good. I'm enjoying it, but like, it's not really appealing to me. I'm an adult. It's not really appealing. Now it's kind of appealing to everybody, kids, adults, everyone.
And plus, too, and they're making a shit ton of money too in the process.
Dude. And the funny thing is, Jeremy, our buddy Jeremy, was like, I shouldn't have sold.
Yeah,
Stock.
Jeremy.
I'm like, yeah, bro, you shouldn't have sold the stock.
Yeah, you kind of,
money's going way up.
Even though in a way kind of fumbled the bag, but we're gonna bust your balls there, right? But
Oh,
shout out to Jeremy
quite
too.
literally, Jeremy fumbled the bag. He fumbled it.
But hey, it's God, like, and speaking of that too as well, and we're seeing simple but yet different designs when you watch a Raw or SmackDown, especially the last couple of weeks.
Like not really the last couple of weeks. This week, because
yeah, SmackDown,
SmackDown and Raw. I think the week before had the same set.
Yeah,
but now they got two different sets for both shows.
Boy, and
starting last week, starting on Friday.
Yeah,
they did that. So, holy shit!
It really, because I get it, and I think Triple H's approach is very simple. Try to get more people in instead of just having these big ass or go all out with your sets. Just have it like simple to the point where you can get more people into the building. And I think
like he saw what we were talking about when he was overusing the set design when he first came back. Lasers and pyro and more lasers. It's like, whoa, bro, pump the brakes.
We did see pyro return, but for certain people.
But we were like, whoa, pump the brakes. This is not a concert, bro.
And
lay down like the lasers are fine, but less of them.
Yeah,
give me like 4 at the most.
And so hopefully
he kind of like, he's like, yeah, let me like loosen the reins about that,
Oh yeah, and John L, trust me.
I think we'll get
the
that.
only belts I don't see getting redesigned is the IC belt, unless
the U.S. title to the goddamn 1960s car girl. I hate it. The world titles got a big ass W.
Well, I mean, it's
the WWE. Big ass W. The World Heavyweight Championship is fine.
Yeah, it's
the Women's World Heavyweight Championship is fine.
Yeah, it's
but on the SmackDown side, overhaul that bitch.
Honestly, I blame Rock for that.
Big ass W's on every title, and then like to having the fucking nickel belts.
I mean, shit. It was worse before we had the cut with the penny belts. Remember those were when they first were introduced.
The fucking they obviously like pennies before the brand split even happened. They like pennies,
and that's the thing. But if Triple H wants to overhaul the different, except for the World Heavyweight Championship,
yeah,
shoot, I will have no issues. But that remains to be seen.
Give more thought to the world title. Give more thought to the WWE Championship. Give more thought to the women's title. Give more thought into that. Don't just let
at least do something to where make it stand out. Because looking back, look at this company back in the day. They had a lot of titles that Roy did stand out, and even throw it in the Attitude Era with titles like the European Championship, which it's kind of weird now when we could have had that back, but it's like, nah, Vince like, nah, fuck that. So
here's the thing, though, Rob. The reason why the European title did not stand out. It did not.
To me, it did as a kid.
It didn't stand out. That was just a jobber title. It was a jobber title.
Let's be honest. Yeah, as I got older,
the only guy that wasn't really a jobber was Regal. The rest of the people, jobbers. So I don't count that. I don't. And then Jeff Jarrett too, maybe D'Lo Brown, but the rest were jobbers. In a sense.
Well, for me,
seen as they're not going to push him.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't count the
No,
European title
yeah,
as like
trust
it's
me.
standing out. Like
Now,
no.
for me, I was a kid when that belt was still around, so I really didn't care.
Yeah, no
Now,
one cared. Like I didn't even care the goddamn hardcore title was fucking around in 02.
let's be real. Still, oh boy, that would have been night.
Hell,
Now that would
I didn't even, you know what I also didn't care about when I was a kid?
shoot.
They had a juniors division when it was all little people fighting.
Oh yeah, the freaking little people wrestling.
The juniors division. I didn't care about that for some reason. Like, that's some fuck. I look back and I'm like, that's some fucked up shit. The fuck?
I will say this too. Look, even though and Tyler can attest to this too, I've hated the Spirit Melt for years. I was not the only one that actually had a legitimate hate for it was the United States Championship. That was a fucking monstrosity. That should never have happened.
Even I hated it as a kid.
Like I said, when you
And
look at it, it's like,
as soon as JBL put that shit in the trash can and burnt that bitch, I'm like, thank you.
And because he brought if you looked at the old design of it, it was simple, not with this fucking new.
It was a but here's the thing though. You know what the spinner belt was, guys? It was a white ass spinner thing, no design, just had US on it.
And the fact that it had like John Cena's name like kind of like in cursive marker or something like that.
I was like, oh,
which was so weird. It's like the only good spirit he brought out was the champion, the actual
belt.
champion. Yeah,
the spinner belt. The WWE title spinner belt. That was a good title.
Even though let's be real, when the Miz got it, it's like first of all, it's like that was the fact that he had to brought out another one that's just locking in place. It's like why?
He spun it to where it said M, but he also even if you noticed it too when he's like cutting promos and shit, the W on the microphone is down to an M.
Oh yeah,
because he makes it where it's, it's my own branding, you know.
Yeah,
that's how Mrs. character is.
But it's now the one obviously a couple belts I think the company did fuck up, and I know one of them.
Championship for sure.
The Cruiserweight Championship for sure. That was a completely fucking huge ass downgrade from what it originally was in the Cruiserweight title.
Oh my god, it was like it's a purple belt.
Dude, that was a fucking huge ass downgrade.
It's a purple belt with a W.
No.
Like no, dude, what the fuck?
Look, I was all for the Cruiserweight to come back, but to see that, nah, that lost my interest. Right,
the thing is, that was part of the reason why the Cruiserweight division was so lackluster and no one cared about it.
And rightfully fucking so. And yet you had guys like
the other problem, they gave a guy who couldn't fucking wrestle at all,
which was fucking bad.
Belt. He won the belt off of a low blow to Neville. I'm like, what the fuck? At that point, I was finished with the Cruiserweight division. And then when I went to NXT, I didn't even know they went to NXT. Like, I didn't even know. I thought they just scrapped.
Oh, yeah, that should tell you right then and there.
That should tell you about how the Cruiserweight division was. I didn't even know they moved it. And then 205 Live just became
it became its own thing, and that was it was okay.
No, 205 Live was like, you know, you had people that were over 205 pounds, so it's like it made no sense.
It just contradicted the brand, the name itself.
It contradicted the name, so they axed it. They turned it to NXT Level Up, which that's fine. I don't mind NXT Level Up. I watch a few episodes; they're entertaining. I watch it.
Nowadays, it's been, yeah,
it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I'll tell you that.
But for me, that was the only belt. Well, I think the U.S. title got a slight downgrade, but let's for the Cruiserweights, we all know that's going to was the hugest downgrade.
The thing is, when I look at the U.S. title, I still think I don't like it, but it could be worse.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, shit. I mean, we also had the fucking 24/7 title that was just fucking plain as shit.
Oh my god, it was like puke green.
And a puke green strap, and whatever the fuck that was in the center.
It was like kind of like futuristic design-ish.
It was kind of like
it was ugly as fuck, man. I was like,
I mean, if we're gonna do that, just bring back the fucking hardcore title. I
was like, really, you're gonna bring that fucking? As soon as he took it out of the bag, I'm like, really? That's the title?
That's
the
it.
fucking that. Like I was when I heard 24/7 rules, I'm like, yo, they're bringing
I'm
back the
thinking of the
hardcore.
Hardcore Championship.
I was like, they're bringing back the hardcore title.
Nope.
Like, they
We,
brought out this puke green 24/7. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Mick, look, and yeah, that's the thing too. It's like certain colors just don't work as title belt straps.
Yeah, that's why they changed. They were like, yeah, we're gonna move that to SmackDown and turn it blue because that red was like, holy shit, blind.
Dude, it was like, because the only ones that I still think they work pretty well is black, and white.
Blue works kind of. I will say that like dark blue worked for that for the Universal title. I didn't
even though
mind it.
thank God we don't call that no more.
Bright ass red.
No, oh god, that
blinded me as soon as I saw that shit. I'm like, oh, that's too red. Like it was terrible. It sucked.
I mean, there's no wonder why we call it the Strawberry Shortcake Championship for a goddamn reason. That's basically what it was.
That's why we all called it the Strawberry Shortcake Championship. It was bright ass red, and it sucked. Holy shit! And I love, but then again, that's kind of downplaying Strawberry Shortcake. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, that's.
It don't suck. That don't suck.
Yeah, probably the most underrated dessert, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So
yeah.
But sticking with the WWE though, we got a couple more things from them. But I mean, obviously, with them going to Netflix, which is kind of in a way, and shout out to New Zealand, whoever was shared a screenshot of it.
I had a follower on our page post a screenshot. They're in New Zealand, so they got it first. They got it first, and it looks pretty good. It looks sleeker because it's like, oh, you get. But the thing is, you get like, your pay-per-views, you get your Raws live too, because they'll be going live on Netflix now.
Yeah,
moving off the cable, which is shocking. They've been on cable since 1993.
Yeah, so, even though let's bro, there was a few years that I'm surprised they last as long as he did. Because between 93 and 95.
But here's the thing. Here's how the original layout was for Raw in 93. Jobber match, good match.
Like, first of all, that shit ain't going to fly.
It wasn't going to work.
Because, Tom, remember...
and then by like 95, 96, it went to being the Raw that we knew and loved.
Thank God for that, because could you imagine Raw not being on the air for over 3 decades?
Can you imagine? I mean, now you can imagine it. Can you imagine a day where Raw isn't on cable TV?
Yeah, that's still going to be a new feeling to me. It's still
mind-boggling to me by 2025. They're not even going to be on cable TV anymore.
Which I'm actually,
then again, it's a good move. It's a good move because guess what? Cord cutters.
That too, and also too, and you're seeing
not everybody can watch Raw.
Cable's fucking cable's somewhat. Well, then again, also streaming services too, but nowadays kind of are expensive too. So
it's the cable company's fault for sure. That people are cutting the cord because they're like hiking prices every year,
But moving on, but sticking with the WWE though, according to yesterday from Andrew Ravens of WrestlingNews.co. That top WWE talent won't have to follow the PG guidelines going forward. So obviously, this kind of stems back a lot of.
But let me. I don't mean to cut you off again, Rob. But let me explain to you what they mean and how WWE is going to work it. They can hypothetically go TV 14 if they wanted to. That's what Netflix. They could go TV 14 if they wanted to, because they don't have to worry about sponsors. They don't have to worry about ads. They don't have to worry about any of that shit. But they were like, we got kids, man. So they're probably going to stay PG, but they're going to, turn up the PG to like PG-13. We'll get blood. We'll get a little bit of cursing. Like we're getting now. Do you think current day Raw, if you looked at the past few episodes, have they exactly been full on G rated? No. Have they been PG?
That'll be freaking
like Triple H said it best. He's like, we were a PG company, but we looked G.
Yeah, for sure.
Now they're PG rated. Like they hyped up the innuendos. Hell, you had freaking Drew McIntyre go full on PG and said 5 minutes. That's how long as I lasted longer than you guys lasted in bed. I'm like, yo.
Because if you want to go, because Tyler said it too. Drew could have gone PG-13 if he wanted
He
to.
did. He did. No, with that line, he did. That line, he did. He passed PG with that. 5 minutes is as long as you guys lasted in bed. He was talking to the crowd when he said that.
And at the same time,
and then before that, you know who he called? Do you know what he called Damian Priest?
Yeah,
Bondage Undertaker.
Like I said, I mean,
yeah, this is how Raw is gonna be on Netflix, y'all. PG-13. It's gonna still be PG, but like they'll hike it up.
It'll be slight on the. Well, how do you
slight
describe
on
PG?
the more adult side?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like more, because PG-13 is a bit hard to describe in words that, for those who are under 13.
It's basically got language, you got innuendos, you got references that are like not too R-rated, but you know what they're talking about if you're an adult. But as a kid, it goes whoop over your head.
And at the same time, too, like who would have thought that WWE not going to go straight TV 14, but kind of really
pushing for it. They're pushing the envelope there. They're pushing it. And then like on like a certain episode, they might have shock value blood.
I mean, case in point, that one Raw that we did at Cody and the
completely freaked out, and I kind of went overboard and said, "Oh, TV-14 is back. TV-14 is back." Like because of that one episode.
Yeah,
I kind of went overboard there, but I was excited because I haven't seen blood since like 2007 in WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was like nuts to me to see that. That's what you're going to be getting on Netflix. You're getting more of the adult-oriented jokes, but like it's gonna not like be like R-rated, too R-rated. If you feel.
Oh me. Yeah, good. Well, then again, I've seen art. Trust me, I've lived.
Attitude Era shit. Anybody?
Yeah. For those who join the retro watch parties,
if you're expecting Attitude Era shit, if you're expecting
absolutely not.
If you're expecting,
now, can we get a PG-13?
Okay, whoa, I'm not finished talking about. I'm not finished. Hold on. If you're expecting Ruthless Aggression Era shit too, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. You'll get. Maybe, you might be getting PG-13 jokes, but like that's it, and a little bit of blood on some episodes. That's it.
And I'm okay with that because
I'm okay with it too.
Let's bro, the Attitude Era, when you look at it now, it was all full trash TV. That's basically what it was.
Oh, it was absolute trash. I can see why people said, "Oh, you think the Attitude Era was that great? Look back at it now, and you'll think it's not that great."
Especially for as old as people in their early to mid 20s.
It's like it's not that great, but it's like also entertaining.
And don't get me wrong, I will say this too. Like the Attitude Era had its memorable moments.
Like it has its moments, but like for
it's
the most
just
part, it's full on trash TV.
What's going on, man? So we are kind of so far we are kind of talking about
the Netflix deal and how WWE Raw is going to work,
and obviously the fact that certain superstars won't have to follow the PG guidelines going forward. Now it also did say that it's unclear like what the mandate will be like for the rest of rosters. So far it's a bit of a stepping stone.
I feel like they're growing. I feel like they're growing the talent to like slowly like allowing all the talent to actually do it, to actually tell these dirty jokes or these like PG-13 type of jokes in a sense. Because before Drew, he wasn't even allowed to say shit.
No.
And all like even before that, Punk wasn't allowed to say shit. Before he said dipshit on Raw that one time to Drew, which was funny as shit if you ask me, calling him a dipshit, but like that was hilarious because I call people dipshit sometimes. But
I mean, who doesn't?
Anyway, it's like, yeah, who doesn't? But before that, it was only Rock that was really able to curse and to say shit.
And it's kind of crazy
then it turned into Rock. Then turned into Cody saying Rock had a small dick, pretty much.
And the fact he said it, say wank fest, and
he said wank fest in the same freaking promo too. Like
use your imagination.
He said,
well, actually, take that back.
Hold up. He said wank fest, which means I ain't gonna do the motion, but you know what I'm gonna imply. It's what it implies. But and then he said in that same promo he said Rock suffered from small dick syndrome. Said he had a small dick, pretty much. So then they went from Rock cursing and saying all this shit to Cody saying all this shit. Then it went from Cody to saying all this shit to Punk saying all this shit, saying
and then you got Drew doing it.
Then now you have Drew doing it. I feel like it's growing to where it's like they're allowing more and more people to say shit like that.
I could imagine what Tiffany. Well, no, Tiffany. Fuck. If Tiffany was on Raw, boy, that would be some interesting shit to hear from her. Some non-PG shit.
Because it'd be out of place seeing someone who looks like a Barbie doll, like
saying non-PG shit,
like, out of pocket shit.
Oh, come on, it would definitely be funny. That's for sure.
It'd be funny shit, but it'd be out of place. It'd be funny though.
Well, I think another one I think this could benefit too, especially if you don't want to talk about the women's division, and that's definitely going to be Rhea. I think Rhea's
even doing. Even they have Rhea doing
she's
out of pocket shit at live events.
Mm-hmm.
Yam City.
Even though it finally took him to realize
long hair. The long hair did it for me. The long hair. The long freaking hair. Her with short hair.
I'm kind of here's the thing. But all in all, jokes aside, I'm actually kind of happy the Attitude Era is in a way back, but not as full as.
And the thing is too, that's what I was saying, Matt. Exactly what I was saying. The PG era, that was more G rated, and that was like, it didn't feel like what we grew up watching, and that's why I kind of fell off a little bit. You know. Also, I found out it was fake, so I kind of boycotted it at like.
Yeah, and every time I'm tired, boycotts something, and like I said, because
the boycott lasted long as shit. It went from 2012 to like 2016.
Yeah, until 2016.
And then I went back to watching it. I'm like, WWE definitely feels kind of off being PG.
Yeah,
I'm so used to like the ruthless aggression era and like how cool that was and how bloody all the blood and shit that I saw, and it was like. I kind of missed that. Like,
I mean, case in point. I mean, perfect example of this. Freaking Eddie got split open like a fucking can of tomatoes.
That I didn't like. That was
over pushing it.
He pushed it himself because he cut himself too deep in the vein.
Oh, it's like
all he did was cut. He was gushing blood.
Now, like we saw Cody, I'm fine with that because you don't see overuse of blood. And think about it this way:
knew how to cut. He knew how to cut, and I knew it was a blade job because like they panned away from him so they can have Rock cut a promo while he was cutting.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Well, that's the same time too. Give another guy the
all
credit.
You really have to do, and Maven said it best. All you have to do is boop, boop, done.
That was who I was gonna go with.
A lot of people just go slice, and it like doesn't work well. All you have to do is go boop, boop, done. That's
which is crazy.
Shout out Maven for that.
But and take it from me for someone who's lived through the Attitude Era. Even let's be real, I mean, and you can say me and Tara can attest each other. We got away with watching a lot of raunchy shit. I guess you could say.
I watched an episode of SmackDown. It was the Halloween episode of 2003. You had Dawn Marie go apple bobbing. Next thing you know, she's in that shit. She takes off her fucking bikini top, revealing nothing.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised.
How the fuck was I allowed to watch this?
I mean, would you rather have that or watch 2 sex celebrations on WWE TV?
Also, how the fuck was I allowed to watch that? Then again, I didn't watch that because it was the second hour of Raw when that happened, so I was asleep when that happened. So thank God I missed that twice, both times.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Dude, but yeah, it was funny though. My mom saw the video of it on I think it was on TikTok or on Facebook. She comes in my room and goes, "Explain this." I go, "Yeah, that's the shit I grew up on." That's all I can say.
But in a way, I mean, I guess
you allowed me to watch that.
So here's the thing: in a way, nowadays, I guess you could say the Attitude Era is back. It kind of feels like a little bit of Attitude mixed with the Ruthless Aggression Era.
It's not really. I don't see either. There's just a little bit of blood, a little bit of cursing. You could say it's like either one of those eras, but toned way back.
Oh yeah, this is way toned down.
Way
Which
toned
I'm
back.
like I said,
I'm
I'm
okay with that.
fine with.
Give us adults something. Don't just give the kids something. Give us adults something, like a little bit of blood, a little bit of cursing,
Yeah,
a little bit of dirty jokes here and here. Like the whole 5 minutes as long as you guys last in bed. That shit was funny.
I'm surprised no one's made a Viagra joke yet, so I'm waiting on that.
If the way Drew's going with the promos, he's gonna make a Viagra joke eventually.
But yeah, but I know this is not a topic, but I do want to get this off my chest really quick. I swear, a good, obviously a good, I would say a slight portion really pissed me off today. I don't understand the hate for fucking Samantha Irvin. I do not fucking understand that whatsoever.
Dude, this is what's happening for like the past week, and I want to talk about this. And I'm gonna give her flowers. I'm not gonna dog on anybody who hates her. What the fuck ever, right? She's saying whatever. She ain't even listening to you, motherfucker.
But the fact she did that to Brian Hemmer, that was
just
funny.
Who's this guy? Who is he?
Like I said, even though it was a
He's Earl's kid. Wait, what? Huh?
Yeah, no.
Like, she was acting like she didn't even know who the guy was.
See, and
she doesn't give a shit about what you guys think. She doesn't.
No.
So I'm not even gonna dog you guys for it, but because she ain't listening to your goddamn shitty ass opinions anyway.
No.
All right. Here's what I think of Samantha Irvin. We haven't seen somebody have that much emotion ever. I don't think.
I think since Lillian, give or take.
Lillian didn't even give that much I mean, she gave a little bit of emotion, but like she wasn't really like in it.
Not to the. Oh Lord.
Now I kind of think though, if you think about it, no one else really gave emotion. I think Samantha Irvin is the best.
Even that's it's kind of crazy too, because I love some of the ring announcers that I've seen over the years, but she's really shown to put.
She's exceeded every one of them, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yes. And the Fink is the best. The Fink, it's her opinion, whatever.
Well, and look, the Fink's gonna be it's going to be
the Fink's good. Tony Chimmel's good. I did like the way he's a close second because the way he said radar superstar.
Yeah, like
I always like that. So he showed a little bit of emotion with that. Lillian Garcia, she's up there too.
No, for sure.
But I really feel the way that Samantha Irvin has actually did the calls, and the way she's gotten emotional in every moment, and how she sells every moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's doing too much. She's doing too much. No, she's not. She's doing what every wrestler does and what the talent does. She's part of the talent in a sense.
Because I've been seeing this a lot on my For You page on TikTok. By the way, follow us on TikTok as well. Yes. The link's in the description or in the link tree. So sorry, little shameless plug. But I've been seeing this a lot too. I've seen like this one individual. I'm not going to name because let's be honest, I'm not that type of it. But if I want to go full on Drew Petty, I would. But I'm not going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. So there's this one person on TikTok to say, that this bullshit's got. I was tempted to make a response to it, but I said, nah, that ain't worth my time. So some of the comments that this person has made saying, that we don't see other ring announcers cry and shit like that, or like the wrestling's a guy thing, which boy, that really set me the fuck off.
Wrestling's a guy thing. Shut the fuck up. It's for everyone, you idiot.
That's what I'm saying. Look, this one person too.
Like,
because I've seen, and I've talked to a lot of some people on TikTok about it. It's like, first of all, the only time we've seen Lillian do it twice. Let's put probably the perfect example was
Guess what? Did Lillian Garcia cry on the broadcast? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, she fucking did. Like I said, twice. The first perfect example was the post-terror attacks in 2002.
What are you going to do? Dog her about that? Oh, she's a ring announcer. She's not supposed to cry.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get the hate for Samantha Irvin. I really don't.
Like, pick and choose your fucking battles with that. Like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, but I really had to get it off my chest. I really had to.
Dude,
but
it was wrestling related, so it made sense. And I had to get some things off my chest about that too.
But also, we did get some interesting stuff as well. Sticking with Samantha Irvin, JoJo is going to be her bridesmaid, and
hell yeah, I remember. Dude, I saw the video and JoJo was like, she lit up when she got asked.
Dude, she looks so fucking surprised. Like, what?
She's like, what? Really? Me?
And especially after all of what she's been through at the last 7 months now, give or take 8 months. How long has it been? Fucking.
It's been August of last year. So.
Oh my god, we're approaching the year. God damn it!
Pushing a year already.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but yeah, like they're just giving her so much positive moments, and they're giving
especially shout out to Liv Morgan too, and CJ Perry.
Hey, you want to come to Coachella with us? Come on.
And just
making her day, man.
And just seeing JoJo finally have that smile on her face, it's like she needed this.
Like there it is, man.
It's just, it's really hard.
It's heartwarming, man. It's really heartwarming. It really is, stuff, you know.
And especially all that shit
she went through, losing her husband, basically losing her best friend.
And now the kid, and now losing a dad,
like losing her kid's father. You know, and it's like, yeah, she needed she needed the positive stuff, and I'm gonna give credit to Samantha Irvin for that. I'm gonna give credit to Liv Morgan, CJ Perry for that. You know, y'all are amazing people. And it's just like that. Y'all are amazing.
It really is, because it's like, and trust me, for someone who's lived but no one, I don't think no one can really feel what JoJo did on a personal level, because we lost loved ones, but
we never lose someone as a lover or something, or a husband,
exactly,
wife or girlfriend, or boyfriend.
That's a different type of pain that I don't think that's never going to heal. Yeah, and I've always said there's certain wounds, there's certain emotional wounds that just will never heal. And I know that may sound
like losing family members. Yeah, that's also a different type of pain, because that never really fully heals either.
But so to lose,
but yeah, it's like losing anybody you're close with. Yeah, that's gonna break.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's a wound that's never gonna fully heal.
Well, I know this is gonna be not wrestling, but knowing my fucked up sense of humor, I know I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do? Hold on.
Oh, I'm gonna do some fucked up shit I
hope you do. I hope you play the.
I'm gonna drive my. I already got my first.
If you be like, you can either say, I'm gonna let you like say
I was gonna play. The one song
most fucked up shit.
No, here's the thing, Tyler. Before we get, I'm sorry, we're getting a little bit off topic here. The one song I'm gonna play at your funeral is Queen's "Another One Bites the Dust."
Please fucking do. That's a staple of doing fucked up shit at funerals. Do that shit. I don't give. That's funny as shit.
Fuck. I'm trying not to laugh at it because it's just so damn funny.
It's hilarious. That's like the best joke at a funeral, is playing that song. You kidding me?
Like I said, I already got 2 first-class tickets. Oh god, but hey, look,
bro, you'd be on the bus to hell. I don't give a shit. It's funny. It's worth it.
But listen,
why did we dove into that? What the fuck? I'm not gonna die soon, Jesus.
But as we said, JoJo needs all the positivity she can get. She
needs all love and all the positive, vibes and all the support that she's been getting. And I love the talent that we're giving that to her.
And another guy that which I want to talk a little bit about that, and Damian Priest, who, for those who watch him in Ring of Honor, let's be honest, should have been a fucking world champion. Look, that's going to be my biggest fucking stickler for that.
Yep.
Don't know how the Ring of Honor never saw this dude as a fucking world champion, and look on where he's at now.
He was always a TV champion. That was it.
He only had that shit. He only held that belt once.
Yep.
And that was honestly, boy. But like I said, and seeing the clips, and especially the clip that was going around too, seeing the Undertaker, give him some his, showing his respect for him, and even The Rock himself, to Damian Priest.
You know what video cracked me up, Rob?
Shoot.
Everybody else. Yo, congratulations. And
then here comes
CM Punk walks up to him. Thank God he got rid of that
stupid briefcase anymore. It's like, damn, man.
I'm like, dude.
I mean, but then again, he is.
You're just gonna say thank God he got rid of that shitty briefcase?
And Damian Priest. I mean, come on. I would just.
You would have done that shit to you, dude. You would have said the same shit to me if I was the briefcase holder.
Honestly, look, take it from me, Tyler. Yes, were we pissed off that Drew lost it? Yes, but it also kind of makes sense from a storyline.
For me, I thought I was pissed because I'm like, yo, you gave him a 5-minute reign, but like, I'm like, really, a 5-minute reign? Then you have him lose to Damian, which I'm okay with Damian winning. I'm okay with that. Whatever.
But when you look at it from a deeper storyline wise, like we're going to see
it made sense because now you have it's like, you know, what's going to happen with Judgment Day after this?
Yeah.
You know, but right now it looks like everything's fine.
For now.
Everyone's, you know, like, yeah, he's the world champion now and, you know, all that stuff. And then Rhea's the fucking women's world champion. So it's like, oh, everything's good.
But then you got Finn in the background. You can tell the jealousy is building up.
It's building a little bit. You saw it in his face on Monday. It was building a little bit. But he was acting happy. Yeah, Damian won. Yeah, it's cool, you know?
Realistically, it's like...
Realistically, he's pissed. He wants that title. And Damian took that from him.
Yeah, so...
And this has been brewing since, what? Last year when it was like Seth versus... it was SummerSlam of last year where it was Seth versus Finn for the title. And Finn kept going, no, you better not cash in on him. He kept interjecting with the cash in. He kept saying nah. He kept blocking it. So I think now he's going to get more and more enraged, more jealous that he has a title and he doesn't.
But at the same point, Booker T actually had talked a little bit about Jade Cargill, and you know, I was kind of 50-50 when I first saw this. A couple of days ago, it said that Jade Cargill will be doing nothing in AEW if she was still there. In a way, I was actually kind of on Booker T's side. I mean, then again, he's not wrong.
Honestly, not really. I don't think that she would be doing nothing if she was there. I feel like if she was still there, they wouldn't have gotten Mercedes. I will say that.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have gotten her. She probably would have either still been in Japan or went back to WWE. But I feel like once she lost the TBS championship, if she stayed, they were going to move her up to the women's title picture. They were going to move her up. But she left because, you know, she wanted to go to WWE, live out a dream. I respect her for it.
I mean, let's be real. And Jade Cargill's great in, you know, WWE anyways.
Yeah. And I want to give some flack to some haters, by the way. She's only 2 matches in, y'all. Oh, they're giving her squash matches. They gave her 1 squash match and a semi-decent match. A semi-decent competitive match. And y'all are still complaining? Come on. Like, what do you want? A 5-star classic on a SmackDown?
Come on. Like, I mean, she's capable. Don't get me wrong. She is
capable. She has some skill in her.
It's just...
like, oh, she hasn't improved in 7 months. I see some improvement. You kidding me?
Yeah. It's just like, first of all, and I've heard interviews from like former WWE superstars who've been there. It's like, yeah, it's a different system than you're accustomed, like that you're like, say you're in Ring of Honor or anywhere else you've gone in the world. WWE it's a different machine. Like you need to, I don't want to say be too perfect.
You don't necessarily need to be perfect in the ring. You like, not everybody is perfect in the ring anyway. There's sometimes where people botch moves.
Yeah.
Like accidents do happen. You don't have to necessarily be perfect. Got to be damn near close to it though, or you're finished.
And boy, we kind of
That's why Dana Brooke isn't there anymore. She wasn't even close to perfect.
she's been there for fucking good. 10 years.
She was there for 10 years. Wasn't even good in 10 years. But here's the thing though, like you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be good enough to where people are like, "Oh, wow. She's pretty damn good."
And it won't be so much one-sided. You don't have to let your opponent do the carry job because, well, we've seen that win too many times.
We've seen that plenty of times. But hold on, let me finish. But you also have to be really good at working a crowd, working promos.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not good at that, you're not going to go anywhere. Jade's pretty fucking good at working the crowd. Hell, like even when her entrance, she's working the crowd. She looks like a freaking goddamn superhero.
Oh, for sure.
Like she looks awesome as hell.
And the fact that, and she said it herself, it's like trying. She was like, "Oh, try to be a superhero." I mean, have you looked yourself in the mirror? Because you're pretty much a walking super.
You're pretty much a carbon copy of fucking She-Hulk.
Technically, Storm, if you think about it.
Or Storm, one of the two.
Honestly, I would not be surprised she'd be in one of those categories that a lot of, in a way, kind of like what Bianca is, like try to be that role model for the ladies, that sort of thing.
I think she's gonna be that like top baby face to be that role model for the kids. I think that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna be that top baby face, be a role model for the kids, and and that's why she did like the whole superhero thing because kids like superheroes. So it's like,
oh yeah,
do that superhero thing for a while,
But yeah, so that's pretty much it on Booker T. And unfortunately, we're going to switch to AEW a little bit. But Kenny Omega did break his silence yesterday, and I thought this was interesting to say the least. That he actually gave his side of the story of what happened at All Out, and we all know how that shit kind of went down. But the only one person we never heard from was Kenny Omega, because he kept quiet in the dark for about months afterwards, give or take.
The entire time he was quiet. Entire time.
So, this is a fucking long ass. Hold on,
just give me the gist.
Basically, the gist. Hold up, no, okay. I think I saw one on Wrestling Inc.
Just give us the gist of what you saw.
So obviously he got candid about it. It pretty much says, and he said, so this is basically what he says. Unfortunately, try as I may, things were too chaotic for me to be able to do anything by my own power. I also thought of myself as a liability because I just played a lot of contact sports. I just got into jiu-jitsu. So basically, in other words, he thinks he is not fit to be like an EVP and shit like that, and not get into that like petty high school bullshit.
So he's saying what AEW did with that footage, like he did not approve of that at all.
No,
is what he's saying.
And Omega also noted that he hasn't had quote unquote had power within AEW for more than 4 years, and considers him a quote unquote terrible EVP, and also was undeserving, and said himself he was undeserving of that title.
The most professional motherfucker in that EVP department. It was
Cody Rhodes. Like he knows, like,
and you get rid of Kenny Omega. You get rid of Kenny Omega for petty bullshit asshole. Well, then again, the EVP. But then again, I can't really count the Bucks as assholes. But you get rid of them as EVPs.
Well, he didn't really step away from him, but Kenny Omega himself thought he just felt undeserving to be. And
so he's just like, nah, man, I don't want to.
Like he just doesn't feel like he just wants to be a pro wrestler, not a EVP or like right. But he also did touch on that his his feelings with Punk, but he said quote unquote it's just a mutual respect. Like Honestly, he had never had problems with Punk. Honestly, if it wasn't a complete other factor, they could have had to talk on. So Omega. So we
Kenny
could have.
Omega was like, "Hey man,
He was trying to
yeah, we had
squash
that
it.
scuffle. Like, hey man, we had that scuffle, but I'm willing to talk to you, bro."
Yeah, he was willing to squash this shit.
See, that's professionalism. That's how you do it, AEW. Kenny Omega. And I feel like if CM Punk walked into Kenny Omega, they'd be like, "Hey, dude, how you doing?" And like, I'm sorry about all in and all that mess or all out, whatever.
Yeah, because but this was also interesting when I first saw this too. Or when I read into this more, but he said there was no issue between him and I, as far as I know. And boy, and this is something I could 100% agree on. This one says I don't want to seem to stand offish or secretive about what happened. Yes, there's legalities and all that stuff. I mean, true. I mean, you can't really speak. You really can't say stuff if
You got
for
NDA
legality
signed
purposes.
about it, yeah.
But even if there wasn't, I'm not a huge fan of pulling back the curtain on stuff that doesn't need to be public.
Yep. That's also a dig at Tony Khan, because he went back on the NDA for All in London. He pulled back the fucking curtain
And
on
there's
a live broadcast,
which
on TV.
should have never happened.
So basically, Kenny Omega just jabbed at Tony Khan.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. Kenny Omega is not the only one who took a subtle shot at him. Remember, and look at that promo from the FTR. They were fucking pissed off about it,
dude. But then again, though, they were. But then again, I don't really count FTR because they were yes men to Tony Khan too. Putting over AEW, oh, they were the best company in the world. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck what WWE says. Fuck what Punk says. They did that shit last week. So they're part of the problem too. I don't count that promo. It was just them reading the script for a storyline. So I don't even count FTR. I don't. They're that's part of the problem. Now, the only ones that I feel bad for in this situation, the talent, the Young Bucks, because they didn't even want to freaking do it. They didn't. They did not want to do it. They were reluctant. Like, no, this is not a good idea. Tony said, do it. Or he probably said, do it, you're fired. I don't know. But Tony Khan, the big cancer that needs to be cut out from AEW, it has to be Tony Khan. It has to be.
So, and last and final thing before we get to the favorite segment, which is Guess the Wrestler's theme song.
Hold on, I still got a rant about the All Out thing. By the way,
shoot,
Tony Khan, how about you go suck a bag of dicks? Doing that shit. How about you go fuck yourself for doing that shit? Why the hell would you disclose petty bullshit on Dynamite on Wednesday? And no, don't give me, oh, it's part of the script. It was scripted. That wasn't scripted.
No.
That fight wasn't scripted. That's what got CM Punk fired.
And the fact that it's the same dude who said, "Oh, I feared for my life," when he was nowhere near.
He walked. Here's what the footage showed. He walked towards Jack Perry. Jack Perry said some shit to him. He pushed him a little bit. He pushed him. He didn't punch him like people claim. Tony Khan is claiming that he did. Pushed him a bit. Choked him out to like subdue him. Like, dude, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah,
you don't know when to shut up.
And you thought that? Well, we'll get to Jungle Boy Jack Perry because he continued to
be. Also, Jack Perry, you're an asshole too for what you did on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
You're an asshole. And this is not you just playing a heel. I know you're a heel in New Japan. It's not just you playing a heel. This is going past that. Crimea River jacket, the fucking Chicago flag. You're just an asshole. And I'm gonna bring up your dead father, right? I'm gonna bring up your father. I'm gonna Christian Cage your ass.
Oh, I was about to say you're going to pull the Christian Cage card.
Your father would be ashamed of you right now. He would be. He would be ashamed.
Damn.
And that's all I got to say. And I don't have a song. I think it's your turn, by the way.
Oh, that's some crazy. Oh, here's some funny things. So Jay Cargill tweeting about 10 hours ago. Okay, so I need you guys' help. Bob or Super Shortcut? I can't make up my mind.
Decisions.
Yeah.
Decisions. Looks like Karen or short hair. Short hair. Gotta do short hair. Don't look like Karen, please. Short hair.
Sure. Yeah.
Short hair. I'll answer that
but,
but yeah, that's a big decision there, Jade Cargill. Big decision.
But last and final topic of the night that people we didn't really, we touched on, we kind of touched this a bit, but we all knew this was people were going to get reactions out of this too. From backstage, but people in AEW are said to quote unquote be really frustrated with the all-in footage airing on Dynamite. No shit.
You pissed off your entire fucking roster. Congratulations, Tony Khan. WCW 2000s, that entire freaking situation.
Oh God, that's the year I want to fucking puke.
WCW 2000, that entire situation, Tony Khan.
Like, you know what's so bad that you actually had Eric Bischoff actually making sense.
And you know it's bad too. Do you know what's bad too?
Shoot, lay the iron on for the people.
You had Tony Schiavone hanging his head at commentary. You had Renee Young looking ashamed.
And it's kind of funny to bring up Tony Schiavone. Does anybody remember Bash at the Beach 2000?
You know that man had some PTSD. You know that man has a PTSD.
That's like, damn, like, can this dude ever catch a break? The dude's so old.
Guess what happened there? Petty bullshit.
And WCW went under in 2001.
Went under a year later. So it was like they're going through the same shit. Petty bullshit is causing this company to crumble.
And I feel bad for a good majority of that roster. Well, that includes Tony Schiavone as well, and Renee. Taz, well, I don't think Taz is really part of it, but I really do feel bad for Taz because I thought we actually not too bad as a color commentator. Even though it's kind of funny to still Paul here.
What happened to Taz?
I have no freaking clue.
Because he's off of commentary.
I guess
he's only doing Rampage. I think now.
I think so, but sticking with I don't have this down on my notes. But Hook has kind of been making a lot of waves. He's been garnering a lot of attention from the WWE.
Yep.
And oh boy, when you get that kid some fine-tuned training, that's gonna
all
be
he really needs to work on is just fine-tuning his wrestling ability a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just fine-tuning some things.
But the promos need a little bit of work. Promos need a little bit.
I mean, the presentation's there.
Give us a little bit more emotion, Hook, with your promos.
Exactly. Like, at least, like, we're not going to go full blown out, but if you want to go and take say, kind of like this lone, in a way, I mean, you can look at it as his like a loner outcast type of character.
He's a lone wolf type,
Yeah, and if you can fine tune the promo style to fit that, along with showing a little bit of emotion.
I'm for it,
Yeah, I mean, but hey, I'm actually kind of happy for the kid because, the dude, I mean, talk about having a bright future, but
the fact that his pops' old company is, wanting him, that's awesome. It's awesome.
It is. So that is going to do it for the topics side of things.
Oh boy, I gotta get ready.
Because last week this motherfucker tried to pull a Hail Mary and
Don't mention it. Shut up. Don't even mention it.
So let's go with. See, let me take a look at this. Nope, that ain't it. Because nothing's there. Nope. Give me 1 second, guys. Nope. So, damn it, no. No, that's too easy. I know you're going to get that.
Damn it. Come on.
No, there's another one that's too easy.
Dude, you gotta find something, bro. Shit.
Give me one. Okay.
Gotta get through those easy ones.
Yeah, because I'm not going to throw you a freaking meat. Not going to give you nope.
Yeah, don't do what I did and threw you meatball.
Yeah, you're not going to get that one because that's before. That's no one was going to get that. Nope. That's no.
I don't even know our records right now. But like,
like for real, I've been losing. I lost track.
I lost track too.
Because I mean, I don't really.
We don't count records. We're just having fun with it. See who gets it.
Okay. No. No. No, not that one. Oh, no, that I think everyone's gonna know that one. You're not gonna.
Well, then bring it. Come on.
Oh fuck! Well, that doesn't have any lyrics, so screw that one. Okay, okay. Let me go to the Genius website because the app doesn't give me shit.
Seriously, you should have just went to the Genius website. You kidding me, bro?
Because that's where I normally.
You kidding me, bro? You should have went to the Genius website.
Alrighty. I feel like I need to sneeze right about now, but it won't let me. Let's no. Give me this one. Let's try this one. Let's try this album. Did I do this one? I don't think I did. Okay.
Got it.
Yep. Oh,
right,
okay.
Hit me.
Oh. Oh wait, I think I did this one.
Oh, son of a bitch, man.
Nope, that's easy. Nope, that's easy. Nope, that's easy too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, oh God, there it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Hit me.
So we are in the year 2010.
2010. That's like one of my final years of watching.
So 2010, this guy is currently wrestling.
Currently wrestling,
but used to be with the WWE.
Used to be with WWE.
I think he was a Raw guy, but I could be wrong. And this is a dude.
Could be a Raw guy.
So don't quote me on that. So I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3. So the lines goes as follows: I see the time ticking. I see the world is spinning. I see your soul to be demised. I see the fear in your eyes. I see the beat of sweat there. I see your empty lies. Too late to say a prayer.
Why do I know this? Who is that? So he doesn't work for WWE anymore, but he's still.
But he has relations in the early 2010s.
No, I'm talking about now. Like.
Oh, he's still wrestling now.
But where's he wrestling now?
Probably everywhere. I can't because he's been jumping around different promotions like he's changing underwear.
Is it Matt Cardona?
No.
Christian Cage?
Nope.
Matt Hardy?
Nope.
Jeff Hardy?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay.
You got one more shot, or are you throwing the white, raising the white flag?
I'm thinking of ex talent who are still wrestling. That wasn't WWE before. I don't know. Justin Gabriel.
No, but he was in the same weight class as Justin Gabriel.
That doesn't help me none. Same weight class.
He was a high flyer. Is basically what I meant
Is it
to say.
Evan Bourne?
Fuck you! You got.
How the fuck did I get that?
God damn it! It was Born to Win for Evan Bourne.
How did I get that? I was like, wait, high flyer, same weight class. He was tiny. I'm like, wait, is that Evan Bourne?
Because here's the thing. I went with the first verse of his theme just to throw you off. Now,
I was
like,
tweeting
the
out
Raw part, or was he SmackDown? Because it's been a while.
He was Raw. He was Raw. He was a Raw guy.
Because like I said, he's still wrestling as Matt Sydal. And I didn't want to give that away because you don't know who I was talking about.
Like I knew, like literally, I went through every wrestler that I knew who was in WWE. That
on your last fucking shot.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I went through every wrestler that I knew is wrestling outside of that of the WWE, right? And they're wrestling on the indies now. And I'm like, wait, there's only one person that I'm missing here. When I was thinking, I'm like, okay, let me say this for shits and giggles. Is it Justin Gabriel? That was the final guy that I knew was.
You were close, but
then you led me right to the fucking answer when he said he was in the same weight class. I'm like, is it really Evan Bourne?
Because if I wanted to, because look, here's the thing. I might have led into it, but if I wanted to give you because I could have went straight to the chorus. There was some born to fight, some born to win, or to sin. I'm sorry.
I would have gotten that for that.
Okay, you would have gotten that right then and there. That's the reason why I went. That's why I went with the first verse, because just to throw you fucking off.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, too, that's from WWE Music 10 when that dropped on January.
Here's my thing, Rob. You made the same mistake I did last week.
I was going to give you Tiffany because I think I done. Did I give you that one? I don't think I did.
You gave me that one. I'm like, fucking who? And you were like, oh, that was Taryn Hatcher from fucking Impact or something.
Something like
what?
That.
Or Taryn's whatever. Taryn Terrell.
Yeah, I was about to say Taryn Hatcher. I don't think.
I don't even know. I swore her ring name before was Taryn Hatcher for like. That's her real name, I think. But no, it's like Taryn Terrell. I'm like, wait, that's her? I'm like, you're like, yeah. I'm like, when was she in WWE? You're like ECW like 2010. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But then again, by 2010, I was off of ECW because that shit was trash.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm still torturing my. Like literally, I mean, what? See, I think I got all through off. I had to say, Floyd. I regret even watching that. All 5 seasons of that shit.
If you had me watch that one time, I'm going to bleach my eyeballs.
Tyler, try binge watching all 5 seasons of that shit on Peacock.
You watched all 5?
I don't know why I did it. I don't.
Are you a complete psychopath?
I guess so. I'm just a sucker for pain, I guess.
I guess you are. I guess you fucking are. That's why.
Man, okay. Okay. Because who was the last? Who do I get last week?
Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah, you give like the very first few
second verse. I'm like, Chris Jericho. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you made the same mistake I made this week. Second verse, Evan Bourne. Fuck.
Okay, at least I got my next one for the next time when this comes around my turn. Next in the next couple of weeks. So this is gonna be fun. But that being said, guys, I know Tyler's gonna find a way to get me again because I think so far. Now, if you wanted, before we get up out of here, for me, God, obviously my biggest whiff since we've been doing this was The Miz. Obviously, that was my biggest whiff.
My biggest whiff was Mr. Kennedy. That was my
literally.
pick.
I gave you the most
first verse. You gave me the first verse. You hear on TV, and I whiffed.
I still fucking whiffed on that.
I whiffed. I don't understand.
But then again, I can't say shit because, well, then again, you gave me the most obscure lines.
I gave you like I think the second or third verse of like.
Yeah, which we don't really hear.
It was like Randy Orton's theme or something.
Yeah, you also got me fucking Randy Orton too, you fucking bastard. So fuck you
also
on that
got you
one.
with Drew also, I think I got.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
I tried getting you, and dude, I tried getting.
I'm still pissed on that.
Yeah, I even tried to get you with fucking Drew, and I missed.
No, you got that. No, actually, I whiffed on Drew.
Oh yeah, you whiffed on Drew. I got Drew.
Yeah, and I still can never forgive you for that. I so like, fuck you on
Scottish
that one.
You're like, mountains. That's Scottish.
Because first of all, Broken Dreams is the first thing that comes to mind. Because I'm so accustomed to his theme now. His Broken Dreams is not going to say it's an afterthought. It's just it was on the back burner, so to speak. So I mean,
yeah, like, but yeah, we whiff on some pretty easy ones too. So
I'm never, and I'm going to say, like I said, I'm not going to say this too because I said, I'm not going to make this statement again. And what I do, I don't listen to my own fucking advice.
And that's the thing. You were like, he's 20. It was 2010. He's a guy. He was on Raw. I'm like, all right.
I wasn't really sure he was on Raw. That's
he
was
on
Raw
SmackDown, question? I think 2011, but he was on Raw in 2010. He was on Raw then. That year he was. But it was like it almost stumped me because I legit didn't even know what the fuck that was. I never heard that verse in ever.
Tort.
And then I'm like, all right, let me go through. Matt Hardy, no. Jeff Hardy, no. Who else? Matt Cardona, no. I said Justin Gabriel.
Gabriel was your last shot.
You were like Justin Gabriel. I was like Justin Gabriel, no, but he has the same build as him. And I'm like, wait a minute, is it Evan Bourne? And you were like, fuck.
Because here's the thing, I didn't want to say, I mean, because obviously, yeah, Curtin Russell, I was going to give you that because that was your one hint, besides other descriptions and stuff like that. Your one hint was he was still currently wrestling, but I didn't say, which, because obviously, because he's been bouncing everywhere from.
But then you gave me a second hint. That's your other big mistake.
Yeah,
you gave me a second hint. I wasn't even asking for a second hint.
Even though and like I said, that goes back to my point. I don't listen to my own goddamn advice for whatever.
You were supposed to only give me one hint per episode.
Then again, we don't listen to our own shit. We don't listen to our own advice, anyways.
We don't.
Well, that's why we've been friends for so long because we don't listen.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's been fun. Like I said, this has been a really good fun segment for y'all.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you're going to see me tomorrow for some MLB. What's tomorrow? Sunday?
Tomorrow is Sunday.
So you'll see me again for Padres and on the start of if you're down for Padres and Dodgers 7:10 first pitch.
That's if my lazy ass gets up at 4-6.
Oh yeah, trust me, now I'm gonna start calling your ass. Call your ass.
Call my ass what? Go ahead.
Spit it out. To wake you up.
Oh yeah, call my ass. Yeah, you have to call my ass.
I figured FaceTime this dude once, and then I also called him on a messenger.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. I missed the FaceTime. Because apparently I have the ringer off for FaceTime. I don't have it on. So you should have went to Messenger.
Oh,
you should have went to Messenger first. I would have gone upstairs.
Because here's the thing, because now I'm starting to having to happen now, because know that you have an iPhone, that's the first thing I do is go to FaceTime.
Yeah.
But
I just need to turn that ringer on. I thought I had it on.
But I'll keep that in mind next time. But that being said, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out for episode number 75 of the It's Rooney Podcast. Tomorrow night, you'll see me again. If Tyler is not feeling up for it, you'll see me again to do Padres and Dodgers 7-10 first pitch for some MLB action. Monday, as you know, because I did post the new streaming schedule as well, that we are going to be live for the WNBA draft. So there's going to be no Raw this week. But make sure you go check out our buddy Ghoulie, who's going to be holding down the fort for the Raw side of things as well. So shout out to Ghoulie as well. But like I said, if you guys like what you see, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And also make sure you check out the streaming schedule as well. Because like I said, we want to try to give you guys, instead of just an idea of what our schedule is going to be like once our off days and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Try to be as somewhat organized as possible.
Yeah, and try to and why we're doing this, not having Raw this week, is we're trying to get more sports into this because we're sports and wrestling. So we're trying to level that out a little bit, because we do a lot of wrestling stuff, like a lot, and it kind of drowns out the sports.
Yeah.
So,
but it's gonna be fun come WME season. I'll say that much.
But with
that being said, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we are
peace.